Hello everyone, welcome to the episode 4 of Whiteboard series. In this series I'm going to explain the structure of universe through the help of whiteboard, and in this episode we are going to explore more on the void, the Sadashiva, the witness consciousness, because in the previous episodes, that is episode 1, 2, 3, we have explained, we have learned in depth about the side view, top view of the physical, astral, causal realm, and we have not learned many things about the witness consciousness. That is, witness consciousness we have just briefly gone through, whereas the other realms we have deeply gone through. So that's why now we will look into the witness consciousness. So before we dive deep into the witness consciousness, I'll just give a recap of the previous videos. So this is the physical realm made of the 5 sensory frequencies. This is the astral realm made of theta frequency. Theta means the dream waves. So basically astral realm is the realm of the mind. So this realm, right, whatever you are seeing right now, is the realm of the body. So now the body receives 5 sensory frequencies and it understands it. That is our left brain, that is the Shiva Tattva. It analyzes the frequencies of frequencies received by the right brain. So right brain is the Shakti Tattva, so it receives the frequency. Left brain analyzes the frequency. So whichever realm we are in, the right brain receives, left brain analyzes, and it gives the output. This receives the input and this analyzes and gives the output. It makes you understand things. For example, now see this pen, right? So my right brain is receiving the frequency of the pen. So it's telling that this top is in black color, this pen is in white color. So the left brain decodes the frequencies. So similarly, all the frequencies, even the smell, the smell of the marker, the right brain receives the frequency and the left brain analyzes and tells the smell is kind of addictive. So this way all the 5 senses, right? Taste, touch, smell, hearing, everything the right brain receives, left brain analyzes. So this way the Shakti and Shiva works inside our body. But when it comes to the body, it changes. That is the direction changes. That is Pingala Nadi is the right side Vala Nadi, and left side is the Ida Nadi, that is the feminine side. Whereas when it comes to the brain, it is the opposite. The right brain is feminine, left brain is masculine. But when it comes to the body, right side of the body is masculine, left side of the body is feminine, because the right brain controls the left side of the body and the left brain controls the right side of the body. Yeah, so this way the brain works, and now we will look into how it works when it goes to the realm of the astral and causal. So similarly, like how it works in the physical realm, it also works in the realm of the mind, that is astral realm, right? So how to go to the astral realm? Simple method is just close your eyes. So if we close our eyes, now we are in the astral realm. When we open our eyes, we are in the physical realm. When we close our eyes and when our mind starts working. So in the astral realm, there is mind, the subconscious mind, and the dream mind also, the one which dreams. So basically it's subconscious itself. Yeah, just to be clear, I will mention what is there in the physical. So physical, there is 5 senses plus the body. In the astral realm, there is the mind plus the subconscious. And here in the causal realm, there is desire forces or the Mahavidyas. Yeah, so this is how the realms are divided. So the physical realm has 5 senses plus the body. So the body itself has the 5 senses, it receives 5 senses and analyzes it. And similarly, the astral realm has the mind and subconscious. So whenever we dream, we use the subconscious. Whenever we close our eyes and think, that time we use the mind. And causal realm has the desire forces or Mahavidyas. That is the primordial Mahavidyas. That is Tripura Sundari, Tara, Matangi, Chinnamasta. So the astral realm, right, it has the other Mahavidyas related to love, that is Kali, Bhuvaneshwari, Dhumavati, Baglamukhi, whereas the physical realm has the Mahavidyas related to the body, that is Kamakala Kali, Bhairavi, and Mahavidya Kamala. So this way our consciousness is spread across the whole universe. And every realm, right, the right brain receives the frequency and left brain analyzes the frequency. For example, in physical realm, the right brain receives the 5 sensory frequency and the left brain analyzes it. So the right brain is the Shakti Tattva which receives the frequency, and left brain is the Shiva Tattva which analyzes the frequency. And in the astral realm also, the mind and subconscious, right, the right brain receives the frequencies of the subconscious realm and the left brain analyzes it. And in the causal realm, right brain receives the frequencies of the Mahavidyas and the left brain analyzes it. So this way the Shakti and Shiva must go together to the higher lokas. They cannot go separate. That is, just by increasing your Shakti, you cannot go to the higher realms. Or just by increasing your Shiva, you cannot go to the higher realms. You have to increase both of them. That is why in the Kundalini program, which I am initiating, it includes both the Mahavidyas and the Shiva Tattva corresponding to the Mahavidya. So for example, in Mooladhara there is Ganapati and Bhairavi. There is the male deity represents the Shiva Tattva and the female deity represents the Shakti Tattva. And Swadhisthana Chakra has Kamakala Kali Bhatuk Bhairav. Manipura Chakra has Panchamukhi Hanuman and Mahavidya Kamala. Anahata Chakra has Krishna, Kali, Bhuvaneshwari, Dhumavati, Baglamukhi. And Vishuddha Chakra has Tara, Matangi, Akshobha Bhairav. Ajna Chakra has Chinnamasta, Subramanya, and finally Sahasrara Chakra has Vishnu and Shodashi. So this way we have to increase both our Shiva Tattva and Shakti Tattva to transcend. We cannot increase just one and go to the higher realms. That is not possible. Because if you just increase Shakti, then it will receive all the frequency, but there will be no one to analyze it. For example, the people who do drugs, right, like LSD, DMT, what happens is their right brain Shakti gets activated and it receives all the frequency, but the left brain is very dull because they have not meditated, due to which the Shiva Tattva is very poor inside them. The hippies, the people who do drugs, right, the Shiva Tattva is poor, due to which they will not be able to understand whatever they are receiving. That is, during the LSD, DMT trip, they will not understand what frequencies they are receiving. They might go to panic mode, or they may go insane after the trip. If it is a bad trip, they may go insane later. So that's why it's very dangerous to try LSD, DMT. So that's why you have to meditate and produce LSD, DMT naturally inside your brain, like how frogs do. So if you see frogs and all, there are some frogs in the African region where it secretes DMT in the skin layer. Similarly, even we have that because we have evolved from those animals, right? That is, in the previous life, 84 lakh incarnations, we have become frogs also. So we know how to secrete DMT inside ourselves. That is, if you observe in cow urine, there is DMT. So whenever you drink cow urine, you will get meditative experiences. So that means that even in our urine, there is a little bit DMT, but not as much as cow. So what we can do is we can channelize our Kundalini upwards and produce DMT inside our brain. There is a gland called as pineal gland where it secretes DMT. So this has been proved by scientists also that there are DMT crystals around the pineal gland. So whenever we do meditation, the Kundalini rises upwards and sparks the DMT crystals. So when that spark is given to the DMT crystals, those get activated and it spreads across the brain. So when it spreads across the brain starts receiving the frequencies of astral and causal realm. So when it receives the frequency, the Shiva Tattva will be ready that time. So if you do through meditation, the Shiva Tattva, that is the left brain, will be ready to analyze those frequencies, because we didn't take any shortcuts. But if we take shortcuts, the Shiva Tattva will be very poor. Only the Shakti Tattva will increase. So that's why you have to increase both Shiva and Shakti during meditation. And the only way is the sadhana of both male and female deities, not only Mahavidyas or not only Bhairavas. Both Bhairava, Mahavidya, Vishnu, Shaivism, Shaktism, Vaishnavism, everything you have to include for the best DMT experience, best transcendental, smooth transcendence. You have to include all the deities. So this way the Kundalini program works. And yeah, now we will look into the witness consciousness. So as I told in the previous video, the witness consciousness is the most advanced state. So that is outside all the Maya Leela. So if you consider this as the Maya Leela, that is the womb of Tripura Sundari. So if you go outside the womb of Tripura Sundari, if you go beyond everything, you meet the Sadashiva or the witness consciousness. So when you are entering the Leela, you wear bodies. That is like VR kits. So you wear the causal body, that is Vishnu. You wear the astral body, so other is the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Human body, animal body, all are Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. So when the Sadashiva enters the Maya, he becomes Vishnu because he dreams. So what is the difference between Shiva, Vishnu and Shakti? So in this video I will tell exactly what is the difference between Shiva, Shakti and Vishnu. So first I will rub everything, then I will explain. So let us learn the difference between Vishnu, Shiva and Shakti. So Vishnu is a dreamer, Shakti is the raw material, and Shiva is the witness consciousness. So Shiva is the original consciousness, Vishnu is the dreamer who uses the consciousness to dream. And Shakti is the raw material used for creation, that is the desire forces. So let's say Shiva is there here. Shiva, 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 Shiva. So this is all Shiva. The entire universe is Sada Shiva. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. So Shiva means the pure consciousness. It doesn't have any impurities in it. No thoughts, no vibrations, pure consciousness. So he spread across the entire universe. But he does not dream. He does not have any thoughts. He does not have any vibrations. He is pure black in color. There are no colors. There is no creation. There is no dream. It's pure black and it's pure masculine. There's no amount of feminine aspect in that state of pure consciousness. So this is nothing but the witness consciousness that we call in Advaita. So in Advaita there is a terminology called as Purusha and Prakriti. So in that Purusha means the witness consciousness. So in that witness consciousness in Shaivism is called as Sadashiva. Now who is Vishnu? So Vishnu is the witness who enters the Shakti's womb. So this is the womb of Shakti, the raw material of creation. So this is the raw material of creation, or what we call as desires. So this egg, right? This egg is made of desires, love. It's made of desires. Now Vishnu, that is Shiva himself. Vishnu is Shiva himself, but the one who enters the Shakti. So Shiva, let's say here the witness consciousness enters the Leela. So it does not enter as Shiva himself. If the Sadashiva enters the Leela, then there is no difference, because Sadashiva will not do anything in the Leela. For him it doesn't make a difference only, because it is inside him, right? So he does not care about the Leela. He will not enter any characters. He will stay detached, null. So he will not enter any characters. But since when Sadashiva enters the Leela, he gets converted to Vishnu. So when Sadashiva enters the Leela, he gets converted to Vishnu, that is the dreamer. And he enters the womb of Tripura Sundari. So this is the womb of Tripura Sundari. So basically Vishnu is the baby. Vishnu is the baby of Tripura Sundari and Shiva. So Shiva, the pure masculine, when it meets the pure feminine is Tripura Sundari, it creates a baby which is little trans in nature. That is like, it is both masculine and feminine. So Vishnu is a being who is both masculine and feminine in nature. So we are all the Vishnus. Like we have been girls in previous life, we have been boys in previous life, we have been animals, we have been birds, plants. So we have everything in us. Like it's not like if I tell I'm a boy, I'm not purely boy. Like I have both feminine and masculine nature, because in the previous lives I have come as a female. In this life I have come as a male. But it doesn't make any difference, because I'm a Vishnu, right? So we are all Vishnus. So all Vishnus, There are several billion trillion Vishnus inside the Leela. So these are the characters, the babies of Tripura Sundari and Sadashiva. So dreamers. So whoever enters the Tripura Sundari's womb starts dreaming like babies. Then we get addicted to dreaming. See now, for example, the character Aditya, right? He's addicted now of being Aditya. So now if I want to go out of the dream, right, then I have to meditate upon all the deities and try to come out of the Leela. It is not so easy, because we are used to dreaming. Since we have become Vishnus, now we are used to dreaming. Now we have to detach ourselves from dreaming, and we have to know our original self. So how to know the original self? To do that, there is a simple trick. So first you have to close your eyes. So after closing your eyes, you have to tell yourself, that is, whatever you experienced since childhood, which may be alphabets, ABCD, words, elephant, cockroach, bags, dustbin, or whatever, all the words that you learned since childhood, and the places that you have gone to, that is school, colleges, everything is false. So you have to tell yourself that. So you have to close your eyes. First you have to tell, whatever I saw since childhood, since I was a baby, is everything false. So that is the first step. So I'll be writing down all the steps. So first step, tell yourself that whatever you saw since childhood is false. Everything is false. So this is the first step. So whatever you saw since childhood, everything, all the theories, even this video, everything whatever you saw since childhood is false. From your parents, relatives, friends, all the people in your life, all the animals in your life, all the non-living things in your life, everything whatever you saw, whatever you experienced is false. So that is the first step. So now you are one step closer to Sadashiva. And the second step is knowing that the character continues. If I tell my consciousness that Aditya will continue, even if I'm not there in it, then the consciousness will get scared. So this is the second step. Like telling your consciousness that you are not the character. Instead, you are something else. So when the consciousness realizes that Aditya will continue on its own in the three-dimensional world. So this is the three-dimensional world, let's say. So there the characters continue on their own because it is the Leela created by the mother, Tripura Sundari. So when it is a Leela created by the mother and all the dreamers, that is all the Vishnus, all the characters, their lives are predestined and it continues infinitely. That is, that character Aditya is permanently present inside the Leela. The character Rakesh, Don, Jason, Anant, everyone, right? It is permanently affixed in the Leela. Nobody can remove that character. For example, now Aditya will be born in Kali Yuga during 1999. It is fixed. Nobody can change that. So similarly, you will be born in your year of birth, and nobody can change that. So that is fixed. That is according to the Leela. And those storylines, right? That Aditya will make a YouTube channel, or Donald Trump will become the president, Modi will become the prime minister, and whatever all the timeline stories, it is fixed. Nobody can change that. So the character continues. The Leela continues, even if the witness consciousness is not there in it. So Tripura Sundari's Leela will continue on its own. Sadashiva can stay detached without entering Leela. So that is the second step to get in touch with Sadashiva. And the third step is the most difficult. So nullifying all the dualities. So whatever thoughts you get, boom, remove it off. Let's say now when I'm meditating, I get the thought of maybe fruits like mango, apples, bananas, or like starters like gobi manchuri, or noodles, or fried rice, or whatever, and or maybe pizza, burgers, whatever thoughts I get, or maybe about my ex, or about some students, about some deities, whatever the thoughts may be, just nullify everything. Whatever I saw since childhood is false. Boom, thoughts disappear. Character continues on its own. Aditya continues on his own, even if I am not there in it. So the worries of Aditya vanishes away. Because the worry is because the consciousness thinks that Aditya is not safe. But Aditya is immortal. He is permanently inside the Leela and nobody can change his storyline. So there's nothing to fear actually. Like even your character, right? You may be Rakesh, Suresh, whoever you are. Your timeline, your storyline is fixed. You will be born on this day. You will die on this day. Everything is fixed. You will transcend on this day. You will achieve Nirvikalpa Samadhi and you will become an astral being for some billion years. Then you will become a causal being for a trillion years. Everything is fixed inside the Leela. There's no one who can change it. So the worries of the character vanishes away. Boom. No thoughts. Finally, nullifying the rest of the dualities. Like if you have any duality getting created, even after following the first two steps, destroy that. Tell Om Namah Shivaya and destroy everything. Done. So all the thoughts fade away. So once all the thoughts fade away, then pure zero remains. Zero. The vibrationless state of consciousness. So this is there all over the universe actually. It is there here also. It is there all around us. That is, it is there here. The Sadashiva is there here. Here only. Like up of us, down of us, side of us, every direction he is there, every direction Sadashiva is there. But we are not able to see it because our five senses, right? Five senses inside the Leela are fooling us. It is telling that no, whatever Aditya is telling is false, like the five senses are real. So you have been believing your five senses since childhood. You have been believing your mind, that is the astral brain, since childhood. You have been believing the desire forces, that is the Mahavidyas, since childhood. So you are a Vishnu who was believing since ages, that is since you were an amoeba. From the amoeba phase, you were believing in everything. From Sadashiva, you become a Vishnu. Now your job is to feel your original self again. That is only if you wish. That is, I am not forcing you to feel your original self. Only if you want to go back to your original self, you have to follow these steps. That is, everything is false, character continues, nullifying all dualities. So if you do those steps, then zero remains. Zero remains. That is nothing but your original self. But then, if you come back to the Leela, then again you will see this world. So now the question remains, how long should I stay in Sadashiva? So the thing about Sadashiva is, there is no time there. So time is also zero there. Because time is dependent on desires. If there are no desires, there is no time. Because of our desire, the time exists. For example, now let's say I want a pizza. So I go to Domino's, I order some pizza and I eat it. So now that event took place. So that me going to Domino's, eating pizza and having fun. So that event took place. That event took place at certain time. But imagine if I didn't have that desire only. If I didn't have the desire for eating pizza. So then there would be no event. The time would be zero. Similarly, apply it for everything. All the scenarios in your life. Like you waking up in the morning. You going to school, college, job, whatever it is. Apply it to everything. If you don't have desire, time is not there. Because of your desires that you want to prove yourself to the world, you want to make your parents proud and all that desires, right? I want to get married, I want to get girlfriend, I want to have fun, I want to earn money, all that desires is because of which time exists for you. If there are no desires, there is no time. So that is what Sadashiva means. So that Sadashiva state means the state where there are no thoughts, no desires, no time. So that is the way you go to your original self again. So how long to stay there? If you stay there for 3 hours of the human time, so let's say you're meditating and your friend starts calculating the time, that is he starts a stopwatch, and 3 hours you're in that thoughtless state, then it's done. Then there is no consciousness inside Aditya. The consciousness, the witness consciousness will leave Aditya and Aditya will continue on its own. That is like Jivana Samadhi. Jivana Mukta we tell, right? So Aditya becomes Jivana Mukta when he is thoughtless for 3 hours. So that is what happens in Kundalini awakening. That is when you do sadhana continuously, the Kundalini awakens and it becomes a tree above your Sahasrara chakra, during which there is a permanent state of bliss. So for 3 hours your thoughts will be completely switched off, during which your consciousness, right, that witness consciousness will leave the character. So that is what happens. That is the permanent state of bliss. Once you cross the Anandamaya Kosha, you get the Atman. So Atman is nothing but Sadashiva. And there is a lot of fear to get in touch with your original self because there is no one there. There is pure loneliness. There is no feeling also. There is no feeling of loneliness because it's Sadashiva, right? So you will not feel lonely, but there is a certain factor of fear. Fear is because you were used to dreaming. That is, when you were Vishnu, you were with your friends, family, deities, and all the people, entities, astral causal entities. You were with many people inside the Leela. And suddenly, when a Vishnu is taken outside the Leela, he'll be like, oh no, what happened? I'm scared. So that's why he comes back to the Leela, because he likes to stay in the mother's womb. A Vishnu likes to stay in the mother's womb. So he doesn't like to be in that world. So that is why we are here, because we, all of us, right? We like to be Vishnus. We don't like to be Shiva. So to be Shiva, you have to be brave. That is, you have to tell yourself that I can be in that void for long. Once that is done, the character continues and you become Jivana Mukta. And this is the difference between Shiva, Vishnu, Tripura Sundari. So Shiva means the thoughtless consciousness, the pure consciousness. Vishnu means the thoughtful consciousness, that is the consciousness which dreams. and Tripura Sundari is the one which creates the dream. So she's the Mahamaya or Kamakshi. So she's the one who gives desire to Shiva. So Tripura Sundari, when she seduces Shiva, when she shows desires to Shiva, that time Shiva gets converted to Vishnu. So now Vishnu gets the property of both mother and father. That is, he becomes feminine also, he becomes masculine also. If you see Krishna also, right? So Krishna has both aspects inside him. He has the feminine aspect, at the same time he has the masculine aspect. He is the Purushottama, at the same time he is the Mayapati. So if you see in this also, in this photo, Krishna is dressed in sari. So it's a blue sari. So what it means is Krishna, like Vishnu, if you see in Mohini avatar and all, like he becomes feminine to distract the demons. So that all those things happen inside the Leela. Leela is full of mix and match, and it's all fun. All that garbage, right? The Leela, you have to like crumple and you have to make a laddu and throw it in the dustbin. To not take it again. To become Sadashiva, you have to put all the Leela and into a paper ball. You have to put it inside the dustbin. Everything, put it inside the dustbin. Then you get Sadashiva. So this is how we become the null, the void. So since Advaita followers, they don't have any deities inside their program, that is, they don't do sadhana of any deities for their awakening. They just focus on these 3 points, due to which it is very dangerous. That is, they'll feel like they don't have anyone. But the people who are following Tantra, Sadhana, Mantra Sadhana and all, they will have the deities to guide. So in the outer layer, right? So the causal realm, since we are doing the sadhana of deities, so when we go to Sadashiva, let's say Advaita follower goes to Sadashiva, he gets scared because there is no one there, and that's why he enters back to the physical realm here in the middle, physical realm. But the one who is following Tantra, Mantra Sadhana and all, he has some guidance by the deities. So there are some deities and all here. So whenever Tantric or the Kali Upasak or Vishnu Bhakt or Krishna Bhakt goes to the Sadashiva, he can come back to Krishna or Kali or whoever his Ishtadevata is. But Advaita, when he gets scared, he goes to physical realm because he doesn't have any friends in the causal or the astral also. So if you have a guru, for example, let's say you have a guru like Sadguru or whoever it is, Yogananda, Vivekananda. So when you have such powerful gurus, right, that time what will happen is if you get scared, you can go to the astral body of your guru. So your guru will be there in the astral form to guide you. So for example, Yukteswar Giri, he guided Yogananda to reach Samadhi and all. So he guided Yogananda to the astral realm. So similarly, if you have deities, then deities are more powerful than gurus. So deities can help you even more better because they are there in the outermost layer. So the deities are there in the outermost layer, that is the causal realm. Gurus are there in the astral realm. So the enlightened beings and here are the human beings. Human beings won't help only. you know human beings, right? So how much they'll help. And so human beings, it's very difficult also for a human to help you. So that's why Advaita is sometimes dangerous because there are no friends there. Like you are considering everything as false, including the deities as false. That time there is a chance of fear. But if you have Bhakti Marg, so Bhakti Marg and Raja Yoga and all, since there are deities, they'll be help you. Or if there is Guru, they'll help you. So that's why always follow spirituality under the help of gurus or under the help of deities or both. Never do it alone. So if you do it alone, you'll come back to physical realm itself. But if you do using gurus, you may go to astral realm. But if you do through deities, then you'll go to causal also. So for example, the Krishna Bhakta and all. So Krishna has created Goloka in the causal realm. So whoever goes to Sadashiva, if he gets scared, he can go to the Goloka. So this way spirituality works. The next video I'll go more in depth. I don't know how deep I'll go, but let's see. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.